All right, so in this video, we're going to talk about the seller's estimated cost sheet. You should do this cost sheet whenever listing a property for the list price. And you should also do it anytime they go under contract for that purchase price. And then, of course, anytime something changes that affects price. So, for example, maybe they're partway through the contract and they decide that they're going to give the buyer some money for repairs. You'll want to make sure that you do another cost sheet reflecting that line item. So that way your seller always knows what their bottom line is. So of course, you'll want to put the address. Seller's names. If you have a buyer, you can put that info here, but for the sake of, listing a home, you may not have that yet. And we're going to say that we're listing the home at $250. Broker's fee, this is the percentage in which you are charging to list the property. So just for example, let's say it's 6%. Deed prep, I always estimate high here. Most attorneys will do it for far less than $350, but I always tell my clients I'd rather estimate a little high and then you be pleasantly surprised than me estimate low and you be upset with me. Transfer tax is 1%. And just remember that's 1% on each side. So buyer pays 1%, seller pays 1% unless otherwise stated in the agreement of sale. I'm going to throw in a home warranty cost here. If this was a condo or HOA, you want to make sure you have certificate of resale. You can call the condominium or HOA association to determine what that fee is. Notary fees, I always throw in like $50. If the property has a septic tank, the buyer pays for the septic inspection, but the seller does have to pay for the pumping, which typically runs around $200. As far as overnight charges, I just put an estimate there of $50 because you never know. And then down here, if you have an additional broker fee, maybe you like to cover, you charge extra to cover your photography and use of a transaction coordinator. I'm going to throw that in here. And actually, I'm going to throw in $50 for a settlement fee just in case. So just keep in mind, these may vary. This is an estimate, but you just want to make sure that you're giving your sellers an estimated cost here. So you can see that it added it up for me here to $19,100. Where it says real estate taxes, association fees, and utilities, I just type in prorated at closing. And it is going to give you a red line here because it's not a number. You can see that it took the $19,100 from purchase price. And then if you know how much they owe on the property, you could put that here. So let's say they owe $200,000. It'll automatically show them their estimated net. And then I can save and close, send it for signature. And then just keep in mind, oh, it's not letting me do that. I'll show you how we can add prorated at closing and get past that fact that it's not a number. So I'm going to click on envelope, new, room docs, seller estimated closing. I'm going to choose my recipient. And I click next. A fun thing about Docusign is you can actually add text and extra signatures if you need to. So because I couldn't add that text here because it wasn't a number, I'm just going to click on the left side where this text box is, add it here. And I can actually then type in prorated at closing on the right-hand side. And now when I click send, that will be there. So that way you're covered. So you can always add text in the signature section. You can always add additional initials or signatures if you need to. You do have those options. But anyways, that's how you complete and send a seller's estimated cost sheet through Docusign.